This is Dr. Frank A. Thomason. I want to talk to you about, in this session of Preaching and Celebration, the universality of human experience and preaching the universality of human experience. And my sense is that as human beings, we have a lot more in common than we have in difference. And though we emphasize the differences sometimes, that there's a common human heart. That human heart has common feelings like rejection, pain, joy, laughter, an appreciation of beauty. And so when you preach on things that are universal, like, let's say, courage. So let's say that you find a text and you want to talk about that in Christ we have all the courage that we need. How many people, while some people worry about preaching to boomers, preaching to millennials and Gen Xers and all the divisions, and it's fine, but I don't do that. I'm trying to preach to the human heart, the commonalities in the human heart. So if I were going to preach courage, I would probably find, let me switch to wisdom. Maybe that's easier. Everybody's looking for wisdom. If anybody lacketh courage, if anybody lacketh wisdom, this is the text in James. And so how many people in the audience, in whatever age bracket, are looking for wisdom? I'm looking for wisdom. And so I might throw in some illustrations. So you have a young person who has gone on their very first date. And they hope and pray that the person will call back. But they go on the date and they never hear from the person. And she's lacking wisdom. She's asking for wisdom. Or you've worked 55 years of your life, 65 years of your life, and you retire. You've been working toward retirement. And as soon as you retire, you discover there's cancer in your body. And you've immediately got to take chemo. And you're looking for all these years, I tried to get to here, and now that I'm here, I'm sick. What? Wisdom. That person is looking for wisdom. So I think there's a universality in human experience, and I try to preach to the universality of human experience. And I think when you do that, you reach people. You reach young people, you reach older people, and you reach middle-aged people. Because who cannot say, or who can say they're not asking God for wisdom? Even as I'm doing this right now, as I am delivering this talk to you right now, I'm asking God for wisdom. It's universal. Preach to the universal in people. Love is universal. Hope is universal. Pain is universal. Rejection is universal. Death is universal. The loss of a loved one, the grieving is universal. There are so many universal human experiences that we can preach to. That's my word to you today. That's the seed I want to plant in your spirit. Thank you for listening to me. I want you to know that every Monday we have a Periscope call where we talk about preaching, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. You can follow along and join us on the Periscope call. Every week we release a spiritual vitamin on SoundCloud that will bless your life. On Monday, we release another of these Preaching and Celebration series videos. We release it. And on Friday, we release a video in the series of Living Your Passion. This video is the second principle of celebrative preaching called Preaching the Universality of Human Experience. Thanks so much. God bless you. And I'll talk to you next week.